Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is Mortal Shell gameplay, and this is a no roll, no shell, no harden, no damage run. I've trimmed out the beginning of the game because doing no roll against harden just means that you have to spam the jump attack and run away, and it's boring as shit. So we're just going to jump into the full meat of it here, and one of the stipulations I want to express is I try my best not to harden, guys. This was meant to be no harden as well, but there's a couple of patterns against Grisha where I was in a bad position and I paid for it. So I had to harden to save myself because I didn't want to be there all day. But I really like running around without the shell in this game, and I really like doing no roll because the tracking in this game is so crazy. It is so obnoxious and so perfect at times. To dodge things you have to get really creative. But when you do it, it feels really nice, like this. This is a really cool strategy, but you have to know what you're doing to do it, because if he does the wrong move, you're dead. He has another move that he can do, which is a horizontal sweep, and you will not run around that unless you're some kind of pornographic wizard. But I'm going to clear this area, and because it's no upgrades, I don't have to go to Vlas, so I'm not even going to bother. And what is going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen, is I tried to fight the big guys with the double claws that are just preposterous when you don't upgrade the sword. And I got a decent kill of one of them, but then I died. And then re-killing everything under these stipulations just to get back there and kill it again, it was just a test of patience and just... It wasn't very fun, I suppose I should say. Like, I like challenge runs and I like the stipulations, but when everything can just hit through your swings and kill you instantly, and you're killing... Like, there's a lot of enemies here, let's face it. There's a whole bunch of guys here. And when you get stuck in an animation and then trade, like, it was really, really annoying. So there's going to probably be a transition somewhere. I make no qualms, guys. I died a lot recording this. This is not how the game is meant to be played. But the fact that it can be played like this is a testament to the skill of the developers and to the systems themselves. But I'm going to be using a lot of the running attack because it's so strong and I have no damage. But now that I've done that, I'm going to be running past these guys and going to the boss, I think. This will just be a transition at the boss. The boss took a decent amount of time because if you make one mistake in positioning, you're dead. I was really trying to come up with some really sexy stuff as well. Oh, and you might not see this in my gameplay, but those enemies, they don't leash. So you can have pretty much every enemy in this game, in this area, following you to this fight, and if they get lucky, they'll glitch into the fight. That was really lucky, that, because he has a hitbox on that arm when he pulls it out of the ground. But there's a mechanic here where you can knock this boss down and get some decent damage on it. But when you don't have an upgraded sword, it seems to take a lot of damage, and I'm not hitting the boss quick enough to proc it. And I'm curious, is the knockdown damage-based, or is it hit-based? Because some games have stun happening on multiple hits, whereas other games have them at damage thresholds. And I've knocked this boss down a lot. I've knocked it down once. Look at the lock-on fuck up there. That was terrifying. Why does that ever happen, game? It did it again. See that? It locked onto an enemy through the boss. That should never happen, guys. You need to fix this. It's terrible. He roars after his head slam, so you can always get guaranteed damage there. But I had one performance against this guy where at the very beginning, I hit him so hard on a combo that I knocked him down and did half his HP. But then I could never get it to happen again. I did the exact same thing and it didn't work. So I don't know what's going on. But this was a really clean fight, this one. Interesting, did I... Oh, this is my no harden run. This is not no upgrades, this is no harden. So my weapon was +2 then. I'm almost certain. So I just completely debated my own video, sorry about that. Yeah, that was no roll, no shell, no harden, no damage, not no upgrades. The video that I put on YouTube was no upgrades, and it had hardening in it because I made mistakes. That was just a super slick and clean fight, and the knockdowns were happening there because of the upgrades. The upgrades seem to make a big difference, even though I don't really know what they actually do. But anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, that is more Mortal Shell goodness. I hope you're as excited as I am for the full game. I hope it can remain the same level of quality that was found within the beta, and if they polish it and sharpen it up, I don't see I don't see a world where it won't be almost everything I want it to be, between the hardening and the animations and the presentation and just how fascinating the items are. There's a lot of special shit going on in this, and I'm super stoked to share it with my community and to experience it for myself. So thank you for watching, and you take care now.